And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
¿Cuántas parties can solve a dispute? No. Community court is there to solve the problem. See?
All rise for the most honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to see you, Cliff. It's been too long.
It's a matter of opinion, Judge.
I'll be honest with you, Cliff. I kind of miss the Vicarro family picnics, and, well, I guess it's just different times these days.
Yeah, it is. Judge is moving on. He's a better man now.
Yeah, Junior, I know your father's a jerk. I understand. I have to be in the courtroom with you today just to babysit you. Okay, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
Junior.
there's no need for name calling, Judge.
Sorry, Junior.
Junior, she's only here on substitute. Don't worry.
I heard that, Cliff. It's okay. But, we've got some very important matters to take care of besides me looking over at Junior and making sure that he's okay. Why Daddy's sick with some Zika virus or something. I know. Anyway, Cliff, what we have today is we got a very important case. We have a lot of big cases that come through, my ex-husband's courtroom. And today is no exception. We have the president, the dictator, or the distinctive leader of Russia, Mr. Vladimir Putin. Welcome, Vladimir, to the court today.
Hello, court. I am glad you are here to hear my case.
So what brings you here to the court today? Why are you in front of me?
I am trying to sue the world for all the slander that I get. It's not fair. The whole world has been pitted against me, and I feel like I need to collect some sort of reimbursement for all that slander.
So what you're saying is that, specifically, are you suing? The world? 196 countries of the United Nations? Or who are you trying to sue specifically? 7.3 billion people? Or...
Yeah, no, I would like to sue every single country and see how that goes, because they are all mean. I feel like we have no friends. What happened to the world, man?
Okay, well, we do have someone here representing the world, and that is the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon.
That guy.
You're here on behalf of 196 countries, and Mr. Putin thinks that you guys are just being bullies and making him look out to be a bad person on the world stage.
I'll be the first to admit that we tend to have a very strong opinion of Mr. Putin.
You see what I have to deal with? He's laughing. He's laughing at me.
I'm laughing at the lawsuit. This ridiculous lawsuit. Not you, Mr. Putin. You're a very strong, powerful man.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah. Yes, but we think this. We here at the United Nations think that this is ridiculous.
Well, Mr. Moon's representative, actually, looks like, I apologize, it's Jackson Carter. Mr. Moon could not make it today. Mr. Carter, I see you're staring at a picture of Mr. Putin riding a grizzly bear or something. Is that why you're laughing to begin with, or?
Yeah. But please don't misunderstand, Mr. Putin. I'm laughing at
You're laughing at bear because Putin rides that bear like no one else.
Yeah, I know I sure couldn't ride a bear.
Well, Mr. Carter, what kind of stuff are you supposedly doing allegedly under Putin's, tyrannical rule of the world that you're saying is kind of, well, not very nice, but bullyish?
Yeah, well, we've had a few resolutions come across the table lately, to officially declare Russia a bully nation.
Okay.
And Putin himself.
May I speak here, Judy?
No. I believe this is my time. This is my time.
Oh, this interesting way the courts work in this country.
Tsar Putin.
They're fair.
Well, Mr. Putin.
There's that, and there's also baby in the courtroom.
Well, you got to understand, it's two parents trying to...
little guy.
Junior, I know Mr. Putin's scary with his bald head.
Do not talk to poor baby like that. Oh, no, baby. Oh, Mr. Putin's here.
Mr. Putin, you are scaring my child.
I'm very good with children. Very good.
I can
Oh,
see
no.
that.
Okay, there's something wrong with this baby. It's not me.
Mr.
It is not
Putin,
me.
please put my baby down.
I
Cliff,
thought-
can you make sure that he has the
Yeah,
baby
oh.
secure?
I thought he wanted to ride me like bear.
No, hey, please, sir, Mr. Putin, please relinquish the bait.
I miss bear. Oh, okay. Oh,
Sorry, Jude.
Hey, look at what he did. This is not Vladimir's fault.
Sorry, Tsar Putin, but my baby doesn't like you. Anyway, what is it specifically that you want for recourse from all 196 countries? I mean, you did walk into the Ukraine without any permission, and you've taken over
It was more like a stroll, okay? Gee.
However you want to label it, Mr. Putin, it was
I
illegal.
like to take a stroll with my tanks and my guns, okay?
And we saw that last week. Mr. Carter showed me a video of you and YouTube riding your bear through Syria and attacking, the rebels.
Hey, I cannot control bear. Sometimes bear thirsts for blood. Baby gets that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is that the bear kind of was running on cruise control and it started slaughtering some of the rebels, and you had
Yes,
nothing to
I
do
am
with it.
just a man. I cannot command bear to kill people. It is its own.
Well, see, this here is a problem now because we have Russia letting their stockpiles of arms, which in this case take the form of live bears, just run wild and roughshod all over the world. This is you're out of control.
I feel like this is a separate issue. I will talk to bear. He just had a bad day.
So 1 second it's you can't control the bear, and now it's
There was a
I'm
picnic basket. No one can control bear in that circumstance.
That is quite
Oh,
understandable.
well,
This
yeah,
other picture
yes.
that I see right here is the bear chowing down on honey and body parts of the rebels. So I can understand that might be difficult to stop a bear from doing so.
Thank you, Judy.
But again, Mr. Putin, what is the recourse that you're seeking from Mr. Jackson Carter, the representative of the United Nations?
I would like $1 billion from each country.
Okay, well that's just
Help
not
fund my bear
Your bear training program
my
or
bear
breeding?
training, bear breeding, bears for everyone program.
Okay, so you're saying that you want $196 billion as sort of settlement, summary judgment for what is going on to your slanderous reputation?
I mean, yes, my reputation has been slandered, and now I want to do a good thing with this money. I would like everyone in my country to be in a picture riding a bear.
Your Honor, how can we slander the man's name when the world just generally regards him as a bully? We're simply stating common opinion.
Well, I mean, that's kind
Do
of...
not agree with him, baby. Baby, do not agree.
Junior, I'm going to make the verdict here. Don't try to side with Mr. Putin. I have to be objective, okay? Anyway, Mr. Carter, that is kind of a subjective, position. However, I understand, Mr. Putin, what have you specifically lost in either financial gain, romantic gain, or any kind of conquest gain because of the slanderous reputation by the UN?
I am very popular with the Russian ladies and these little babies, but when I encounter like an American lady, she thinks I'm a jerk, and this is not cool, and this prevents me. See, this little guy knows.
Oh, Junior, I know.
It is so cruel. He's not baby.
Well, Mr.
This guy
Putin,
gets it.
Well, in our defense, this is something that we, as the men of the rest of the world, must do to keep our women from being drawn to Mr. Putin.
oh, I understand.
If we let his manliness go unfettered, then what would be left for the rest of us?
That's a good point. So what you're really saying, Mr. Carter, that's where the slander lies. You're trying to keep him from getting all the women.
It's a defense mechanism,
And-
so we can all keep our wives.
Okay, otherwise Mr. Putin would take them all.
Yeah.
I do see here a Tinder log from Mr. Putin. And in the United States, his success rate is 0 out of 10,716 women. All no likes whatsoever. Swipe.
This is the kind of thing. There are no Tinder likes. This hurts my feelings to no end.
I can understand that. That
No
might be
human
traumatic.
should be 0 swiped.
Especially since you're a czar, you kind of get what you want.
Yes, I'm world leader.
Okay. So have you, by chance, I can also see in this log that there is a Jay Carter throwing down nasty little statements behind all of those likes or non-likes, I should say. Is that
Yes.
you by chance?
Yes, that is me.
Okay, so what you're really saying is you are trying to protect the women of the United States by keeping Mr. Putin from successfully hooking up on Tinder.
The
in
United States amongst all other 196 countries as well. Yes.
So that includes like Ethiopia and Zimbabwe
Oh
and
yes.
Kazakhstan.
Yes. I operate in all local Tinders.
Okay. Well, then, and I've heard enough here, all right, to make a ruling. And here's what I'm going to rule. Mr. Putin, I'm sorry that your swipe success is very low in the U.S. and in other countries. Therefore,
Very sad.
I am going to award $196 billion to you.
Oh,
So
this-
yes.
every Russian can have their own bear. And you, Mr. Carter,
This is
you
ridiculous.
must retract everything that you've done online against Mr. Putin so he can get more women.
Eat that, Mr. Carter.
Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. And make sure to give the Wincast your suggestions during the break on what topic Shabazz should swing a bat at. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.